Ntate Kaiser Kganyago, speaking on behalf of the SIU. Well, that's the latest that we're hearing from your side, that you have now been granted an order by the Special Tribunal to freeze all accounts, banking and investment accounts linked to Digital Vibes and whoever else is connected with them.
Thank you very much, Braden. It is very true. On the 17th of June, we approached the Special Tribunal and we were granted this order to the amount of 22 million held in bank accounts and investment accounts that are linked to Digital Vibes. Basically, those accounts of the owners of Digital Vibes and all the people that are involved there, where the money is held. And we wanted to make sure that that money that is already in those bank accounts is not moved or sent anywhere further until we are done with our investigation. And that is what we have done, okay. And that is what we are releasing to the public today.
So you're releasing that information to the public today. How much money do you think you are able currently with this order to freeze?
Yes, with this particular order, the money that we are freezing, that we found in those accounts, is only 22 million. You will remember that the total amount of this contract is about 150 million rand. And we just have to wait for the end of the investigation so that we're able to then know where this money went to. And we, like we always do, will follow the money and make sure that if there's any money that has been lost to the state, we will make sure that it is recovered. But the second thing that we're doing there is to make sure that we approach on the second leg of this, the Special Tribunal, to set aside this contract, because we've already found that the contract was not entered into in a fair manner, because initially Digital Vibes was appointed to deal with national health insurance, and ultimately, without following any process, was put through to work under this COVID-19 communication.
And the bulk of the money was under the COVID-19 communication plan, from what we understand. Originally, only about 25 million was supposed to be for the NHI. So now 22 million out of 150 is not quite a lot of money, but it is a good step, I guess, in the right direction. What will you do next? What's next in the process of the SIU, particularly regarding recovering more funds from Digital Vibes?
Yes, we are now in the process of finalizing our report, which will be granted to the President. We're hoping it will be by the end of this month, as we had always said. And then from there, we then go on to the issue of setting aside the contract that was entered into, because we believe it was entered into in an unfair manner. And then we will then take it from there. And then we'll still follow up all the monies. The 22 million is what we found in the bank account when we started investigating. Therefore, if there are other monies that were taken to the second layer or the third layer and needs to be recovered, we will not hesitate to do so.
So for the next month, you'll still continue, even after you have handed in your report, or you are continuing now prior to handing over the report, and you are hoping to have concluded that process by the end of this month?
Yes, we will. The end of this month is to give the President the report. Therefore, there are certain things that happen beyond. As you can see in our statement, I think in the last paragraph of our statement, we talk about the other things that happen, because then issues that relate to disciplinary measures will be sent to the department for the people to be disciplined. Issues that relate to criminality will go to the NPA to be dealt with, and we will then follow up with the setting aside the contract and making sure that there is no one who can claim against this contract again.
Okay. Now, in that regard, in terms of you, what you've said is the process could involve going forward. Are you, in this matter of Digital Vibes, anticipating any criminal charges? I know it's not your purview. You are SIU. You'll hand it over to the NPA to make a call. But your investigation currently, do you think it will lead to some criminal proceedings here?
Let me underline it, Braden, by saying if we find, because I don't want to reveal much at the moment, until we have given this report to the President. If we find criminality, we will not hesitate to refer it where it's supposed to go, and we will follow up to make sure that it is acted upon.
Okay, finally, are there various people involved, implicated, mentioned, including the Health Minister currently, who's on special leave, Dr. Zwelim Kize? Are they all these parties here cooperating with the SIU's investigation? Because we were told before that nothing could be done because the SIU has got an investigation underway.
Yes, I can safely tell you that all the people that we want to talk to, are cooperating with us, and we are confident that none of them will be a problem. They will cooperate with us as we have seen so far, and we will then give it out at the end in our report. But we are not getting any hassles from anyone at the moment.
Are you confident you will meet the deadline to hand over that report at the end of the month to the President?
We are hopeful to do that because sometimes some of the things are not in our control, but we are targeting the date that we have given to the public and to the President unless something happens, but we will make sure that even if something happens, on the day something will be given to the President.
Thank you very much, Ntate Kaiser Kganyago, speaking on behalf of the Special Investigating Unit. There you have it. That's the breaking story this hour. In case you've missed it, the SIU granted an order by the Special Tribunal. The SIU had approached the Special Tribunal for the order to freeze all bank accounts and investment accounts linked to digital vibes in that matter of the National Health Department's communication contract for NHI and later for COVID-19. A total amount of 22 million rand currently frozen in those bank and investment accounts. But you remember that the total amount of the whole contract was about 150 million rand. SIU says they will continue to follow the money and they're getting ready to hand over their report at the end of this month.